Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Pinky Mo's Cakes, Cookies, and Candy, also known as Pinky Mo's Sisters in the Kitchen. I'm Linda.
And I'm Mary.
So thank y'all for joining us. It's going to be another scorcher today. And it is just, yesterday when I went to Mary's, there was so many linemen out, and we just want to say that we are very sorry for the lineman, a young man that lost his life due to overheating yesterday from West Virginia. He was staying in Marshall, which is real close to us, and he overheated, the way I understand it. He was from Appalachia Power. I'm not sure if that's the name of it, and his name had not been released. But our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to him and his family and friends and his co-workers, because I know that is really a hard pill to take. We are in triple digits right now. The heat index has been like as high as maybe 120.
It was, well, I don't know what the last I seen yesterday was 105, but I don't know if it got higher or not.
It did. I was at Walmart, just to give you a little scope of things. We haven't had limitations or on food products since COVID. Walmart had no eggs at all, the Supercenter in Longview. And so I went next door to Sam's, and they had a limit, 2 cartons per client. And I had to go to 3 different stores to get what I needed for today.
Yeah, they are limited because of their refrigeration.
Yeah, they had to throw everything out and restocking, and they told me, they said, we just don't have it yet. I mean, just gobs of shelves empty. Was it that way in Kilgore?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they didn't have any meat. I forgot what day it was. Let's see, that was on a Sunday. Saturday and Sunday, there was no meat out on, because I went out Saturday to try to get the meat for the church, and I had to go to 2 or 3 stores.
So this has been something that's probably has happened before, but it's the worst. It was the worst storm here in this area in many years, and we've lived here for 28 years in August, and we've had some bad storms, but this was the worst. Now, when we were kids growing up, we were accustomed to seeing storms like this, but there are still people in our area, in the several counties around us, some in town, that do not have electricity.
I know. Well, Kilgore went out again yesterday.
And are they still out?
I didn't hear this morning, but it went out again yesterday, so.
So
They're still working on it.
You know, the Lord always says He won't put more on you than you can bear. I honestly believe that well, of course I believe it, but I don't think I could have stood it yesterday in this house, right, Mary, as hot as it was.
That right? Yeah. I know it was hard.
I cut short my time in Longview, 2 stores that I had planned to go to. I just could not get out. It was that hot. I got in the car, and it was like, of course, you know, the car temperature heats up really fast, but it was 120-something degrees in the car.
Goodness.
And so I didn't even get gas. I came home and ate, and then Mike drove me to Marshall to get the rest of what we needed and to get gas in the car because it was just too hot for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally too hot.
It is. It's steamy. I told Braden, I said, I'm not getting out past noon anymore for the rest of the summer, because after that, it is just so hot.
And thank God, and thank all the people that worked so hard and that are still working to get electricity restored. They have had a really daunting task. And you think about us getting out and going to a store. These men and women are working 12, 15, 18 hours out in this. And Scott, Carla's guy, he works out in it. A lot of people do it. I don't know how they deal with it.
All having to work overtime.
I don't even know how they deal with it at all.
I don't know how they are productive in that kind of heat.
I don't either. I get in a car, my air is turned way down, my seats are on cool. I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, how blessed we are that we're able to do that. So what we're doing today is something really easy. It's not cooking. Boiling water basically is what I did on the stove. We're making something that's kind of light, and I guess no dessert is really healthy, but it's kind of on the healthier side, and it is a light dessert. So it's strawberry mousse in waffle cones, and I will have to show y'all the finished product because it's going to have to set before we can actually put it in the waffle cones. But we're gonna get started, and we're going to do. Mary's going to make some whipped cream. And for those of you who buy whipped cream, it is so easy to make it.
It is so
It
easy.
is, and it's a
Taste
lot.
it.
It
Tastes
better,
too. Yeah.
and it's more stable
Yeah.
than what you buy in a can. And I'm not knocking. We take shortcuts too, and I'm going to actually take one today. But it's so simple to make, and I've got the bowl and the beaters in the refrigerator. You do need to start with cold beaters and a cold bowl. And that helps. It just helps make it. But I've got 2 pounds of strawberries here, probably a little more than 2 pounds. I didn't actually weigh it, but I'm going to keep 3 or 4 out for garnish. But we're going to slice the other ones up, and we're using our little cup slicer. I know a lot of y'all have bought this. This is a Pampered Chef product, but I'm going to actually give one of these away today. And Carla knows what I'm looking for, so y'all be sure to comment. Whatever you want to comment, just comment something. Just make it nice, please. And we'll do a thank you a little bit later in the program. We got some really nice things that we use from one of our sweet friends. So we'll do that a little bit later. But I guess maybe, I don't know, do we need to switch places so you can do that? Okay. And I can do the strawberries, and this mixer's going to make noise, y'all. Mixers make noise. But I'm going to reserve about 4 or 5 of these strawberries to go on top, and then I'm going to slice the rest of them.
So you want me to go get the bowl in the refrigerator?
In the refrigerator utility
and
room.
Cream too?
Got
the whipped cream?
Are we doing yes, cream? The whipped cream is in there. It's in the door, Mary. I'm sorry. Mike got both refrigerators cleaned out, both freezers, which he got everything out, had it out yesterday morning, but our sweet, sweet neighbors, they hauled it off and took it to the dump site, which was such a blessing to us. And we had 7 bags. Did I say this yesterday?
No, I don't think you did.
7 bags, garbage bags, and 2 boxes of food that was spoiled that we took out of our 2 refrigerators. And we have 3 refrigerators, one small that's in the office that we just keep water in. But these others are 2 full-size refrigerators, 1 chest freezer, and then 1 small freezer. Here, Mary. that I keep a lot of bacon stuff in. But I don't even want to talk about what all we throw it away because it's behind us. It's already in the dump.
It's hard. I get it.
Yeah.
Now 1 cup?
I'm going to do 2. The recipe said 1.
Okay.
And 1 tablespoonful of Imperial powdered sugar. Y'all know we are sponsored by Imperial. But I want to do some garnish. So if you want to do garnish, like some pretty rosettes or something on the top of your bowls, then I would go with 2 cups of heavy whipping cream and 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And there is a difference in whipping cream and heavy whipping cream. So I would strongly recommend that you use heavy whipping cream. And make sure it's really cold. And I'm going to... Mary, I can move this over.
It's okay.
And then I'll move over here so I can do the strawberries.
Okay.
Did I put a spatula out there for you to?
Yes, you did. You say we're changing?
I'll just move this over here, and that way you won't have to.
All right. I'm putting, this is 2 cups of heavy whipping cream.
I'm going to save out some of the strawberries that aren't real big to go on the top. These are cold. I like my strawberries cold. Do you? That's how I'm used to eating them.
Yeah.
And I know probably other people might not, but I like them cold.
And 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar.
I do too.
They just, to me, and some things taste better at room temperature, but I like the strawberries cold. Mike will probably get me, but y'all know I've got him to to try to start eating a little healthier, and his food that he eats is not bad. I'm gonna move down just a little bit, Mary. But he eats snacks all during the day that are not good. Do you need me to help you? I tried not to pick out something too strenuous for you to do. And
this is fine. Now you want this on whip or beat?
Yeah, the whip is what you would do for the whipped cream, right? I think so.
It must not be plugged up.
Oh, it's not. It's not plugged in, Mary. I'm sorry. So I'll let y'all know how his weight journey is coming.
How much weight? He's lost some, hasn't he?
He's already lost 12 pounds.
That's great.
And part of it he's lost in the last few days.
Yeah. That whips for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I kind of want them to see this, what I'm doing with this. This is what I'm giving away. It's one of these
Cut slicers?
Yeah, cut slicers.
Now, where are you going to
I'm going to put them here. Yeah. And that's a good little trick, Mary.
It is.
Putting that on there. And even a child can use this.
Yeah.
You know, one that's not a little child, but, you know.
Or 6 or 7 years old.
Huh?
It's safer for a kid.
Right. A kid 6 or 7 years old can do it. Probably 5.
No, do you think that's going to be enough?
Well, I'm not exactly sure how, Linda. So didn't you say you was going to save some of them?
Yeah, I've got a few out there, but I think I'm gonna go with this.
Okay.
And I need to cut the rest of them up. I think I had a little over 2 pounds.
Do you want me to move that, mix it over a little bit? You think that would help? The noise is going to find that for the camera.
Okay, so see how quick that slices them? I just love that little slicer.
Aren't those pretty?
And I'm going to stick these back, well, I'll leave one of them out.
You through with this? So you're not through with that, are you?
Yeah, I am. I'm through with all of that, Mary.
Except this.
Yeah, we'll leave this out.
My neighbor knocked on my door yesterday. I thought it was Braden just picking at me. And I said, come on in. And they didn't come in. And I said, who is it? Because it kind of shocked me then, you know. So they didn't come on in. And Rita said, it's Rita. I said, oh, okay, come on in. And I got up and she had me a sack of French squash.
Oh my
and
goodness.
bell peppers and cucumbers from her garden.
Oh wow.
And I was so tickled to get those squash. And so I gave her some of my coconut bars and some of that pizza dip. And
well, that was
she
nice.
was proud of it.
Okay, I think it's ready, Mary. Okay, just about the time. Sorry about the noise. So what we're going to do here now, it's going to take a little while for this to gel, but I guess we'll do this while that's sitting. I'm going to.
Yeah, it is. I was going to make sure that it was.
I'm using this. This is sugar free, and y'all know I am not big on sugar free, but this is not for me. It's for Mike. It's strawberry glaze, and I got this at Kroger, and it's somewhere around the produce aisle in our store. And I'm just going to mix some strawberries with this gel, and I'll show you our little bowls that I got.
They're
Actually,
cute.
I'm probably not going to use that whole thing, but there's 10 in a package. If you're fixing for 10 people or more, I would advise you to get 2 of these packages. This is just the Walmart brand. The bottom one, even though they're wrapped really good, the bottom one was broken. And that's happened before.
Yeah.
But you see how cute these little bowls are? Mm-hmm. And they're perfect for an individual serving. So we're going to
Just
mix.
set that on top of that.
Yes, please. Thank you, Mary. I'm just going to mix probably about half of this. I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to mix about half of it and put some strawberries in here. Just enough for a bowl, because this is going to be for Mike. I'm not even measuring this. I'm just going
He doesn't want Jell-O in his?
well, I don't know. This is what he asked for.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know, chances are he probably wouldn't eat it if it was something different than what he's normally used to eating. But he asked me to make him something that wasn't sugar-free, because Mike has never been a dessert person. He didn't grow up with desserts like we did. So after, 40-something years, he's found out he pretty much likes desserts. Especially some things that I cook. So he's told me the last several days I really miss my sweets. So I'm just going to do this and just put this in here, and we're going to put a little bit of whipped topping. Now, like I said, this is a kid could do this. That's how simple this dessert is. And I'm going to fill this full, and then I'm going to put a little bit of that whipped topping in a bag, and we're just going to pipe some.
That does look good, Linda.
Some pretty, yeah.
And it's pretty,
look good?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
pretty.
It's a perfect summer dessert.
Yeah.
It's something that now I don't know if this is going to make this waffle bowl soft. Since I'm making it ahead of time, it very well might.
Well, it's not hot, though.
Right, it's not
So,
hot. So hopefully it won't. I'll let y'all know when I show this afternoon whether or not it's going to make the thing soft. So I'm going to put a little bit of whipped cream in a bag, and I'm just going to do, I'm not even going to use a coupler. When you're doing something light, if you're using buttercream, you need a coupler. And what a coupler is, it's a plastic thing that's 2 pieces, and you put one part of it inside, and then you screw the other one on the top with this. And I'm not doing that, so I'm not going to show that. But with something as light as whipped cream, you can just take your piping tip, and this is a 1M. It's a real versatile piping tip. Cut about an inch off the bottom, depending on how big your bag is. Make sure you push your piping tip all the way down. And I'm just going to put a little bit in here.
Now, what do you need? Do you need...
Do I still have a clean spatula? No. Just get me a spoon, Mary. I hate to be asking you to do that. And, we never did even tell anybody that you changed your appointment for today.
Oh, yeah. If y'all
y'all
wonder
are
why
wondering.
I'm with Linda today, I had to postpone my appointment because he's very particular about any kind of health issues, and I'm still having dizziness. And so I'm going to an ENT and get a clearance because it's something to do with my ears, I think. I don't know about me being dizzy. So because of the procedure that I'm having done, I'm going to have to postpone it till I get a clearance for my dizziness.
I put about 3 big tablespoons. This is not a regular tablespoon. A big spoon full of heavy whipping cream, the whipped cream in here. And I'm just going to do a little rosette on top.
That's pretty.
And put a little strawberry on top of that.
That's so pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
That's heavy. Feel how heavy that is.
That was a lot of filling you put in there.
Pretty.
That's beautiful.
So So that's something really simple and quick to make, and I will put this on a saucer and put it in the refrigerator, and then we're going to do the one that the recipe is actually on the members page, and we'll tell you how we did that. So y'all just give me a second here.
I'm going to move this box, Linda, so they can see all
yes,
the stuff.
you can actually move all of that if you want to, Mary.
The cones too?
If you feel like
Right
it,
now,
yes,
the
if you feel
bowls.
like it.
I feel fine. Just a little dizzy, that's all. And I'm pretty sure it's just my ear. It's just my ears, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm just going to pop this in my clean refrigerator.
I know. When you have to take everything
Isn't that
out,
pretty?
It is so
it's
pretty.
easier to clean your refrigerator. I went through mine the other day and did a little bit, but when I do something, I do it big time. So I've cleaned 2 shelves out in mine, and then I've got 1 more shelf to go.
Well, you know, we keep, because we cook, you know, you can't just run to the store every day. I mean, it's an ordeal,
Right.
even though we have a local grocery store 4 miles from where I live. You can't always get what you want. We keep supplies to cook with.
Yeah.
Because,
Yes, we do.
you know,
We have to.
when you cook, you got to have something to cook. And when you bake, you got to have something to bake.
right.
So we keep a lot of nuts. We keep a lot of chocolate. Coconut, anything that we use on a regular basis,
Yeah, we have
we
a lot
keep
of
it. So I rebagged. Oh my goodness! I probably spent 3 hours rebagging all of the nuts and everything that didn't spoil. You know, because it was cold. Everything else in the freezers and refrigerators came out, but putting in new bags. I bought a big thing of freezer bags, and Mike was like, "Why did you buy this for?" I said, "Well, you're fixing to find out." I had bags everywhere and sticky. Oh my goodness, because everything in the freezer.
This is the doctor.
Okay. So let me quit yakking, and I'll tell y'all what I've got in here. This is a box of sugar-free strawberry Jell-O, and how you make that, you can use the back of the directions, or I can tell you how I did it. 3/4 cup of boiling water. You want to make sure that it's boiling, and then have your whisk ready and pour it over. Put your Jell-O in the bowl. And some of y'all may be laughing because I know probably everybody and their brother knows how to make Jell-O. But sometimes when you make Jell-O, the bottom of it is leather, and it doesn't dissolve right. So you want to whisk it really good with your whisk when you pour the boiling water in it. I put a bottle of water in the freezer because you want really cold water, and I used 1 cup of ice cold water, and after I got it dissolved, I poured the cold water in it, and I beat it again until it was completely dissolved. So that's what's in here, and then I'm going to fold in this whipped cream, and actually I think I'm going to put the strawberries in it first so I don't have to overwork this whipped cream. So I'm just going to empty the strawberries in here, and I'll get a spatula so I can get those worked in there real good.
Yes, I do. Yes.
I guess I can use this one. So these are my strawberry slices. And I'm just going to, the Jell-O has already started to gel. And the reason I did this is because you cannot put this whipped cream in hot Jell-O. So once you make your Jell-O, you want to set it in the refrigerator for about an hour and let it get cold, and it will start to gel. Because if you put the whipped cream in hot Jell-O, it's going to turn to soup, and you don't want that. So you can see this right here. This is all. Hope you can see it. It's kind of all mixed together. Now, when I put this recipe together, I said it would make 3 bowls. I think this might make 4. It might even make 5. But I'm going to put the rest of my whipped cream in here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to fold in a little at a time. Probably about half of it, and then I'll add the other half. I should have had a little bigger bowl, but I think this will work okay. My hands.
Oh, could y'all hear me talking? Oh, y'all should have told me. Sorry.
Because you had your mic on.
I forgot, yes, that I had my mic on.
I hope you didn't give out any pertinent information.
I didn't, but they can't see me till August the 21st. So I'm going to call Dr. Dean.
She didn't.
Oh, no.
So maybe she can check my ears.
So did you make an appointment or not?
I made it, but it's August the 21st.
Oh, my goodness.
The doctor won't be, is going on vacation, going to be gone for 2 weeks, and they're backed up on appointments. So I said, well, go ahead and make the appointment, but I'm going to see if I can see if Dr. Dean can see me earlier.
You know what, Mary? I think we can put these in those bowls, don't you?
I think so, too, yes, and let it set in the bowl, yes.
Yeah, I think we can.
I think
and
we
besides,
do.
I want y'all to taste of
Yes.
it. Okay, so I did not use all of this whipped cream, but I put in the recipe a cup. So I want y'all to, if you're making this, I want y'all to follow the recipe and keep it at a cup, because I think you'll need the whole cup in here. But you do need to make extra if you want to make some decorations on top and make some real pretty little rosettes. So let me set this out of the way here.
Get 'em.
Yeah. Now y'all are going to eat one, right? We are taste of it.
I am so.
Yes, ma'am.
It does kind of have a mousse consistency, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Maybe not quite as smooth as mousse, but and
Oh, I know I like this. Chuck makes, well, you know what? It's not just Chuck. I made these, something similar to this years ago. Not exactly like this, but similar. And
I was
So
wrong
yes.
about 3 or 4. It's going to make twice that many.
yeah.
But we're going to fill them up.
Ooh, that's a lot in that one.
Did I put too much in it?
Okay. But you know what? Don't fill no more up that we're going to eat, because you don't want the filling you could use later. I mean, do what you want to, but I'm thinking not wasting it.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to give them to somebody anyway,
Okay.
so
Okay, that's okay.
might have got a little bit too much in that one. But
I know.
here, you can finish
I
that,
like it.
and I'll
Do the-
start doing this. I was planning on doing 2 of these, but there's no use in doing 2. We'll just do 1. I'm not sure how many of my neighbors are at home, but maybe I can give some of this to them.
I don't know if this is enough to do.
Maybe
another
take a
one.
little bit of that one.
Okay, I might do that. Yeah, and then it might be enough for another one.
Yeah, I got totally different amounts in all of them. I wasn't very smart when I
It's okay.
did that, because
Didn't you have a spoon or not?
I would like
Let's go.
for them all to be a little bit more even.
No, it's smart. Different people want different amounts. They're so pretty.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's about the same, Linda.
You know, I was bragging on y'all to my house guests.
Yeah.
I made something and everything was all different amounts like that.
uh-huh.
And I told them, you know, if my family was making this, it'd be all perfect and all.
Yeah.
But I like variety in my life. So I made them all different. You know, like God likes variety. He makes us all different.
Yeah, that's right, Carla.
Yeah,
We are all different.
that's right.
Well, I'm sure yours looked as beautiful as ever, Carla. And I certainly didn't get these even, not
It's
even
fine.
close.
It's beautiful.
I
So,
think they're perfect. Perfectly imperfect.
Thank you.
Thing.
so
That's the Japanese.
let's put them on a platter,
Okay.
and then we need to do a thank you
Yeah.
to our friend.
I know Rita, my neighbor, came down yesterday. She said, I just brag on y'all all the time about y'all's cooking show, that she lives next door to us.
That's sweet.
Her mother was with her. They came down on their, on the, what do you call one of them buggies, mules or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was in the Rita was in the house for quite a while, and when she got ready to leave, she looked out there and her mama was leaving because it was hot outside. I said, "Why didn't you tell your mama to come in?" She said, "Well," she said,
I'm gonna put this one in the middle,
Okay.
just so we can take a
Okay.
picture. Since I never
That
take
is
pictures.
I forget to take pictures every time, Linda. It is
Okay,
beautiful.
y'all want a fork or a spoon? Fork.
A spoon probably for me.
What do you want,
Since
Carla?
you're using
Fork or
your
spoon?
phone,
Can you take pictures?
I will take a picture.
Okay.
I forget to take a picture every time.
Okay. And y'all tell me what you think about it. Let me get y'all some napkins.
Oh, I know it's. I'm not a professional picture taker.
Mixer out of the way.
Okay, I'll send them to you, Linda.
Thank you.
Oh, I know I'm going to like it. Linda, can I help you?
Now I'm just getting this out of the way, just so it's not so cluttered. I don't like clutter. Yes, if I picked this up the way it was supposed to be picked up, it wouldn't be so hard. Okay.
Got a good portrait for you.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so y'all tell me what you think.
Well,
Y'all want a plate to put them on?
No,
You
I don't
you
need
might
one.
need
I want
one
a
because
little one.
I don't
it
need a
might.
plate.
Are you going to eat some?
of
No, I'm not. But I do want to know what it tastes like.
Well, strawberries is
I know.
in your diet. It's delicious.
Is it light?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very light. It's very good.
2 thumbs up.
Only thing, only
you.
thing in this that you couldn't eat would be the cone.
The powdered sugar.
Oh, well, you didn't have a 2 tablespoons.
I know that I'm not at my goal yet, and you know how I am. I'm
Yeah.
To
determined.
get into like keto, it takes a little bit to throw you out of it. So I get it.
Yeah.
You're trying to meet a goal.
Yeah.
It's important. I get it.
And I'm not doing keto. I've really put my own meal plan together. I've never talked to a dietitian. I've never talked to nutritionists. You know, some of our friends have nutritional coaches in Mississippi and have been working with, you know, coaches at the gym and everything. And I think that's wonderful.
Katie provides a
But do they?
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit different than everybody else. I like to do my own thing.
what you're doing is working.
Yeah.
But I'm getting really close to my goal.
Yeah, you don't need
And
to lose too much more.
I want
You
a
look
5-pound window. So from the high part, I'm probably maybe 3 pounds from that,
That's great.
and then a little bit more that I want to have that extra little window there. You know, so because your weight does fluctuate,
Yeah, it does.
fluctuates.
It does.
So that's what my goal has been the entire time. And I'm a pretty hard-headed soul, so I usually when I make up my mind to do something with God's help, I usually do try to keep it. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and we are going to show what our friend sent us.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Carla, do we have a winner? Okay.
This is delicious, y'all.
Lynn Atwood.
And very
Mentioned Mike's birthday.
Okay, so we had Lynn Atwood, the sweetest woman who
Yes.
just lost her husband, and she remembered Mike's birthday, which is tomorrow. And we had 2 things for someone to mention, and that was one of them. So congratulations to Lynn. We'll get this cup slicer to you. If it doesn't go out today, we'll get it out to you tomorrow if nothing happens. Do we know at Lynn's address without asking her?
We should have it.
Okay. If we
But
don't,
it wouldn't. It'd be good just to go ahead and text it to Linda's phone.
903-238-3993. And then we're going to show y'all what our friend Brenda sent us.
I know. I've been looking for this. She texted me a week or so ago and told me that she's putting it in the mail, and so I've been thinking about what we can do with it. And yes, I will be sending you the recipe. I'll text it to you for the dip that I used with using the marshmallow cream.
I want to get these back in the refrigerator.
Okay.
So I'll put this in there real quick, and then I'll be back.
Okay. All right.
But you can go ahead, Mary.
She sent us marshmallow cream. Brenda, she said both of us. How many is this, Linda? 5 containers of the marshmallow puff. And what is this? 5 boxes.
6. I believe it's 6, Mary.
There's another one. 6 boxes of the Oreo cookies and cream instant pudding mix, which I love too. I'm excited about this.
That's hard for us to find.
Yes, thank you, Brenda, very much.
That's very hard for us to find.
Yes.
And Brenda lives in Delaware, and she pays a lot of money to have this stuff shipped to us. And thank you, Brenda, for remembering Mike and sending him a birthday card. And she also sent him thank you for your service, little veteran coin. I think that was so sweet of her to do that. Mike served in the Air Force during the Vietnam era, and thank you very much. That was very kind of you to remember us, and also to remember Mike. So, was there something else that we were going to tell? We are. I'll be cooking Monday here, right? And then we'll be at your house Tuesday, Lord willing, and then back here Wednesday. I hope that everybody stays cool. Please drink plenty of liquids. And don't think that you have to be 70 or 75 for this heat to affect you. It can affect young people just like it affects old people. So make sure when you're out in this heat that you stay hydrated and stay as cool as possible. Did you see that little fan I bought Mike the other day to use when he's mowing? Yeah. It's a battery-operated fan that goes around their neck. Have you ever seen them?
I do.
Yeah, I've got one.
And we've used a cooling towel before, and I took that with me when we go to pick berries.
Yeah, we used that when we was doing the seatbelt survey. Remember?
Yeah, that's been a long time ago.
Years ago. And you soak it, that tube or whatever, you soak it in water and you put it around your neck.
And it helps you stay cool. Was you going to say something, Carla?
That's what I got him.
That's what Carla got.
Are you? Well, that's what you got, Mike? No. I will take the one I got him, and you can give it to him, because I was going to go back and buy me one. I was. So absolutely. I said when I bought it, I should have bought 2. So that's perfectly fine. That's funny. We all think alike, don't we?
We do. We all think alike.
But one time when I was traveling, when you're in the car, but you're getting out because you're going to pre-assign, we work for a research company, and you're going to pre-assign addresses, and you work during all kinds of weather, and you work at daylight and you work at night. And you work during the hot weather and you work during the cold weather and rain.
No, we worked in the snow.
Whatever the weather is, there are very few times that they allowed you not to work. And I was out working, and when I get hot, I understand their inner core temperature, when it comes up to a certain degrees, it's very dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
And when I get hot, it takes me hours to cool off. And I always kept a cooler in the car with me, and I would freeze water bottles and then put it in the car with me to have during the day. And, we had to dress professionally, so we wasn't dressed in a T-shirt and a blue jean skirt. We were dressed professionally with hose on and the whole garb, So I opened one of those bottles of water, and I was literally burning up. And you know how something gets cold, it overflows? That water went down my clothes. It went all over me.
It cooled you off,
It
didn't
never
it?
felt so good. I wasn't even mad. It was so funny, and it felt so good. Anyway, I think about that when I get hot.
Yeah.
Pouring cold water down your clothes or something.
Well, you have to cool off. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You have to cool off.
Well, thank y'all for joining us, and be sure to share our page. And it still seems like there's something else that we needed to say, Mary.
Well, if they want to send Haley a birthday, a
Or a
birthday
cheer-up
card,
card.
or a cheer up card, just a cheer up card. Our address, you can send it to the Kilgore box, or
to either one of ours, either one. We'll get it
boxes,
to
either
her.
one. We will get it to her. She's just going through a difficult time, and Haley is Carla's first granddaughter,
First grandchild, actually.
and
yes.
actually Carla. Pretty near raised her the first couple
I
years.
was very active.
Very
Yeah,
active in their
yeah.
life, and Carl
Really every day of
and
their
Carla
life until-
nor us. Well, no, we've seen them a few times off and on.
Very few.
Supervised, we've seen them, but Carla hasn't seen them at all for 2 years. For
2 years.
and so
Very
it's one of those
unjust and
situations.
unkind.
Yeah, it's one
Very
of those
cruel.
situations that there's nothing we can do about it for right now. But she's the oldest, and I think it's probably affected her, and it's her being a teenager and all the peer pressure she has of being that age. She's going through a difficult time, and she just had a birthday.
And for anyone that, I always have to be the one that says something bad, but for anyone that feels like making a remark about the mother, this has nothing to do with how the mother acted or how she treated her children or how she raised her children. This is completely on the opposite end. So please don't say, well, what happened? Y'all don't know the situation, and we can't tell you the situation.
Deeply painful.
But it has been
It's changed a lot of our lives.
it's
because of it.
been very difficult for all of the ones closest to them, and not even counting the children. I mean, the children have been affected greatly by it too. But anyway, we're praying. We're still praying, and sometimes I say,
We gotta help the Lord a
okay,
little bit,
God.
but we can't. We sure would like to
I've
help the
been
Lord.
patient with this situation long enough. I can't. I don't understand. And
We've abided by all His rules. We haven't crossed any rules that he set. We haven't crossed Him in any way, but we're still not allowed to.
Yeah. So anyway, well, thank y'all again. On a positive note, so very, very thankful again. I don't ever want to forget to praise and give thanks to God and for everyone that made our electricity come back on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So y'all stay cool. We'll see y'all next week, good Lord willing, and we love you, and be sure.
Don't forget to count your blessings.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.